This is one way to establish a remote desktop connection, and there's many of them. I chose x11vnc from the server, Remmina from the client, and then I only mention Samba if you want to share files between two computers or more. So first I wanna talk about the ArchWiki, which, as many people say, is awesome, and I haven't used it much, but I kind of agree. From the little I've seen, you can, let's say, type in Samba, and even though it's the ArchWiki, it's still Linux, so you can find a lot of useful information on, for example, how to set up Samba. If you type, for example, x11vnc, you are going to get information about that too. In addition, here I have another forum post from the Linux Mint forums that shows you how to set up Samba if you want to. Again, I'm not gonna go over that. And last I want to mention is this one, which basically gives you a bunch of command options for x11vnc, like for example dash loop. Okay, so the quote-unquote recipe is first remove the Vino client if you have that installed. Seems like I don't remember why, but they don't work together with x11vnc. They probably use some files that the other one has. Then if you have it, remove it. If you don't have it, whatever, then install x11vnc, create a directory for the password file, and then create the password file, and then you'll be asked for a password if you want to set up a password. Then you create the systemctl service file from the x11vnc service. That all happens on the server or computer which you want to connect to. Sudo xtd, also sudo nano works here. They advise you do it with xtd. I have xtd, so it's no problem. And you basically copy paste all of this text, and then you reload the services. You enable the x11vnc service at boot time, so every time the computer starts, you have it enabled, and then you start the service either by rebooting the computer or by typing this command in terminal. And that's really nice, but the thing is, the connection might fall down, and if that happens, there is no way to restart it. So that is why, if you notice, these two lines here are added. So if you want to control the other computer remotely, and then you need for this to restart automatically. And here one of the lines is restart always, and the other one restart seconds. I've chosen 2. You can choose more or less, whatever you like. The problem with this is that it's persistent, so even if you are in your login screen or whatever, every time the computer is running, this will be running as well. So this is not safe at all. If you want to truly kill the process, you're going to have to delete these two lines and then save the file or shut down the PC. Otherwise, the service is gonna keep restarting. Another way to make it run constantly, they say by default x11vnc will accept the first VNC connection and shut down when the session disconnects. In order to avoid that, start x11vnc with either the -many or the -forever argument like this. The problem is that you are going to have to type these in the command line, and if you don't want to have an extra set of keyboard and mouse, then that's not convenient, which brings us back to these two lines. That's what they are here for. Another way to do it is, I haven't tried it, but they say add the option -loop, and I've usually seen it added after -forever. So if you add -loop, then it will have to restart automatically, and then you don't have to add these two lines. And another thing I want to mention is this is the port which you're enabling for the remote network connection. You can choose another port, but it has to be of the type 59 something something. So you have only so many options. And here I have written down some definitions about the different protocols. If you want to connect to a Windows machine, you have to use RDP, which I think stands for Remote Desktop Protocol. I think Windows used a program named Remote Desktop Viewer or something like that. If you're connecting Linux to Linux, then you would use VNC. You can also try and make it more secure via an SSH tunnel, if you know how to do that. And that's pretty much it for the server setup. For the client or the computer which is going to connect to the other computer, I've chosen Remmina. Maybe I can show you. Let's say I'm gonna make a new connection, and then I have to select VNC in viewer mode. That's gonna be enough. Server, I have to type in the server IP with the port, and then the password. And here for visual benefits, let's see, what have I done. I have these settings so that it looks a little bit nicer and not so pixelated. And then you hit save and connect, and you should be able, if you've done everything right, you should connect to your remote machine. And that's it.